Whispers of thought in a quiet stream, tracing time through every theme. Stories unfold with gentle grace, exploring minds, a timeless space. Welcome to where ideas gleam. In a quiet stream, tracing time through every theme. Stories unfold with gentle grace, exploring minds, a timeless space. Welcome to where ideas gleam. Welcome to where ideas gleam. Gleam. Whispers of thought in a quiet stream, tracing time through every theme. Stories unfold with gentle grace, exploring minds, a timeless space. Welcome to where ideas gleam.
Good morning, friends. Welcome to MindMining. I am your host Pankaj. Hope you're having a fine weekend. Let's begin my first episode of talking through my mind on a topic which is very dear to my heart. It's about the oils. In our journey that we begin today, we'll talk about a substance that's flowed through the veins of the civilization since time immemorial. Every kind of oil that shaped who we are today. Guys, they say oil powers the world, but long before, oil fueled the engines as well as the empires. It lit the night sky, also healed the wounds, embalmed the kings, and sealed the bricks of ancient gods. So, friends, as we talk of something called oil, which is so exotic, which is inevitable as a part of our life, important, unavoidable. So, while talking something like this, I prefer to do a little bit of time travel. Let's go to something like 3000 BC, far behind. Imagine that we are in Mesopotamia. The air smells of earth and fire. And there the Samaritans scoop a thick black ooze. You know what it is? It's the bitumen that we have all read during our childhood in geography as well as history. We use it today, and they used to use it that time. They used to use it for waterproofing their boats. Also, there was a unique usage to glue the bricks that hold temples sky high. Bitumen wasn't just sticky, it was sacred. That time, even today is. I always say Anna Hai Masr. Masr means Egypt. So let's now travel to Egypt and understand how oil had shaped the ancient Egypt civilization. In Egyptians, what they used to do is that they were blending oil with resins, as the Egyptian priests at that time used to perform their rituals for the afterlife. When I traveled to Giza pyramids, and I was briefed about how they are using oils to preserve the skin and preserving the spirit till eternity. They anoint the dead with scented oils, which we know now called mummies. To them, oil wasn't just a tool, it was a portal. As we talk about ancient civilization, Greece, Rome, that is Italy, today's Italy, Roman civilization, Greek civilization, we cannot ignore, we cannot forget. So while talking about oil had actually first been used in Greece and Roman civilization, where they use the olive to do cold press, which is something called as grinding through the stone wheels, where oil used to flow like gold. They were using it not only for cooking, but to light the lamps that burn through the night. We have seen it in many movies, including The Gladiator. They used to burn the skin of philosophers, the athletes, and the warriors. Even the gods, it seemed, were fond of olive oil. That's how the ancient Greece civilization and Roman civilization moved on. If you look at the Persians, the ancient Persians, today's Iran, around 1000 BC odd. They used to ignite the oil to turn battlefields into infernos. From sacred to savage, they used oil to wear many faces. And when you cross the oceans, when we talk about Iran, you cannot forget to talk about Americans. The Native American tribes of those days used to extract the oil from whale blubber and fish, not just to survive the cold, but to heal, to protect, and to endure. Let's travel to ancient China. The Chinese used to get the oils from nuts and seeds to cook the meals of the dynasties. In many of the ancient Chinese movies of the 90s, if you see, you can actually see a lot of examples. Lamps flicker in humble homes and imperial palaces. It used to illuminate scrolls as well as silent revolutions, which you have seen in many history. By the 8th century, who can forget the Arabs? During the golden age of Islam, a man named Al-Razi, whom I wrote about when I was going through the Greco-Arab medicinal sciences, he unlocked something new. He distilled the petroleum, not to fuel cars, because cars were not existing at the time, but to treat the wounds, and yes, even make the bombs to fight the battles at that time. Chemistry and oil is a dangerous love story that began from the 8th century, where Islamic battles used to be fought. And you know what? As we get into the Middle Ages, the Europe oil isn't gone. It's in our bread, in our soap, in our prayers. From animal fat to walnut oil to almond oil, it warms the heart and it also blesses the altar. And I can't dare to forget my own India. Here the story is a little different, but yet it is just as rich as you have seen through the journey of the history. Ayurvedic healers, the ancient traditional Indian medicine, they used to pour warm sesame and mustard oil mix into their palms, massage bodies and balancing energies. The wisdom of Ayurveda. For them, oil was a medicine, it's a memory and a moksha. Moksha, which means liberation. As we time travel closer to our modern civilization, we come to 1859 and there come across a man called Edwin Drake from Pennsylvania, USA, who magically drills a hole on the earth and strikes the black gold. You know the moment? That moment was just not the start of new civilization, but the entire oil industry. It was also the start of the modern civilization, and we all know it. Cars, planes, plastics, power grids, everything changed. It changed our lives from there on where we are in today. As we talk about this wonder liquid, which we call as oil, it is not only used in sacred ritual, it is the backbone of the global economy. From olive presses, cold press olive oil, to the offshore rigs. This wonder liquid called oil has always been more than fuel. It's been a mirror of our ambition, it's our hunger for warmth, it's our plan for progress, as well as our strength of power. And the good thing about oil is that the story never ends. It is still flowing through the pipelines, through the politics, through the very circuits that carry my voice to you now. But there is a twist. Twist is a question. The question is, where will oil take us next? And perhaps more importantly, what will we become without it? Which is a big question mark. Everybody's thinking about it. The Arabs have started thinking about it, where maximum oil reserves on this earth is. The Russians have started thinking about it. The Americans have started thinking about it. People who are less reserved in oil, they have also started thinking about it. So folks, this was my first Mind Mining, and I am your host Pankaj Banerjee. In the next episode, join me as we decode the mystic rise of plant-based oils in ancient wellness systems and how some of them are making a comeback today. Till then, stay curious and stay human.